Blessed love, I am the Honorable Priest Isaac. I am an official priest within the realms of Rastafari of the Ethiopia-Africa Black International Congress. I also hold a certification in the craft of ARCHAEOASTRONOMY from Politecnico di Milano in Italy. Our universe and its makeup has always been an intriguing subject for humankind. Astronomy is the study of everything in the universe beyond the Earth's atmosphere. Ancient astronomy is similar, but pays special attention to the physical and spiritual values of stars, planets, moons, and other celestial objects. It also brings in the terrestrial component, being things on an earthly plane, such as plants, human organs, and connects them to the heavenly bodies. In this course, you will learn the makeup of various planets and stars, how to locate them in the night sky, along with their associated constellations. You will also be taught about the earliest civilizations known for their astronomical comprehension, namely Kush, also known as ancient Ethiopia, Kemet, called Egypt today, the Dogons, and the Bozos, as well as the civilization of Sumer. You will also learn about black holes, their nature and origin, as well as how the ancients viewed them. Ancient astronomy is the mother of archaeoastronomy and astrotheology. Both subject areas are covered by the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Sign up today. Visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com for more information. Blessed love, royal family, blessed love, give thanks for your presence once again. You done no salamta and tenestalin shalom. Hotep to each and every one. Of course, you know we glorify Exeter the Unkulunkulu, talking about Negus and Agas Emperor Haile Selassie I. What a joy. Hey, family, I'm just going to take a moment to highlight this evening's Tiger's Nest for you. I mean, the Tiger's Nest program is so hefty tonight that I had to come and make sure the whole audience understand the level that we are going on tonight. I'm not going to take too much time, but let me just remind you that the Tiger's Nest is a radio program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So a night like tonight, 7 p.m. sharp, you come into the house, the Tiger's Lair, and you know how to get there. Of course, it's the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, which is priestisaacinstitute.com. Any problem with the description or the directions? Hey, all you got to do is go below this video and press the link. It's right there in the description of the video. Now, what we're going to be doing tonight, we're going to be going into the realms of ancient astronomy once more. Hey, and let me say, I must say enough respect to all of those who have already signed up for the Ancient Astronomy course. I must say, and those of you who have already begun, of course, no one would have sealed up as yet because it's a month-plus course. So from the time we started it, no one would have finished the courses yet. But already, people are already expressing, you know, how much of a joy it is just to be a part of this course. Many ones didn't expect the level of quality, the standard of the course that they're getting. Now, everybody knew it was good, you know, but they did not expect such exceptional work. And I can say that because it's not my hand alone in it. So I must give praises to all those who partook of preparing this ancient astronomy course. And I think now those of you who are already in class, I know you agree that there is nothing at all like Priest Isaac's Ancient Astronomy course. So those of you who have not signed up as yet, I am encouraging you to sign up because, for example, what I'm going to do right now, if you were a part of the course, more than likely you wouldn't need the reasoning that I'm going to give you now. Now, I'm sure many of you would have heard of the 7 states, 7 levels, or 7 stages of consciousness. Now, many things come in the 7 stages. You have the 7 stages, yes, of consciousness. You have obviously the 7 stages of creation, the natural 7 stages of the mind, and the 7 levels. Okay, so all of this is a part of the dome, a part of the mind. But I'm going to be using ancient astronomy tonight to highlight those 7 stages. Now, in certain studies, you would hear about the 6 stages, because the 7th stage is that Amun stage, that stage of completion, the stage that covers the other 6 stages. It's almost like the Sabbath day. So in a sense, it's almost not there, but yet there. Okay, very good. Now, what we're going to be doing this evening, family, we are going to be highlighting the constellation that is known as Gemini. Now, of course, Gemini, the constellation, represent the twins. Of course, the twins is Castor and Pollux. Now, we always highlight that the Castor and Pollux, the figure, really is supposed to be a male and a female. But of course, you know, in modern day astronomy, Castor and Pollux has become basically 2 little boys. And, you know, we are totally in disagreement with that, because in ancient astronomy, and that's the difference between ancient astronomy and even astrology, is that, you know, in astrology, Castor and Pollux are 2 little boys. But again, in astronomy, they are male and female. Now, I will be utilizing this software, Solar System Scope, for this presentation here. And of course, as I said, if you're a part of our Ancient Astronomy course, even if your little ones are a part of our astronomy homeschool program, you would have a good idea of exactly what we are highlighting for you here as I relate to the Ancient Astronomy course. Very good. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to be looking at the constellation, as I just mentioned, Gemini. Now, it's very important for us to know which Gemini is which, meaning then, for example, which is the male and which is the female. We already expressed that the contemporary world would want you to believe that the both of them are 2 little boys, which of course we definitely disagree with that. But Castor and Pollux is male and female. They represent Shu and Tefnut. Who do they represent? Shu and Tefnut. Now, this is the constellation of Gemini here. And of course, it's not expressed in its proper constellation line form. We would have showed you that properly in our Ancient Astronomy course. And this is one of the things about our Ancient Astronomy course family. All of these mixed up drawings that they try to give you for the constellations today, we go back into the ancient records and show you properly how the constellations appear in the heavens, not the drawings, the literal connecting the lines. So when me and you go outside and we look up on the heavens, we can see clearly, okay, there is Gemini. We can see clearly, okay, there is Taurus. All right, fair enough. I don't want to stay too long here. This is just a preparation for the Tiger's Nest this evening. Now, what I want to do, we're going to take a look at the 2 main stars, or what appear to be stars, listen to me good, that highlight the constellation of Gemini. Now, Gemini is very important. Gemini, even just in the month of May, Gemini had a serious relationship with Mars and Venus. I will speak about that a bit more this evening. But Gemini had a very specific, special relationship with both war planets, Venus and Mars. Mars being male and female, and Venus being female, you know, men from Mars and women from Venus. So the relationship that Gemini had with Mars and Venus this month being May shows a lot as it relates to male and female working together on the battlefield to accomplish great works. That's how you really do ancient astronomy, what people want to call astrology. Okay, let us look quickly at Pollux. Now, Pollux represents the feminine aspect of this constellation, Gemini. Remember, when you look at Gemini, you see two bright stars. And these two bright stars represents the heads of Gemini. One is the head of Pollux, and one is the head of Castor. Now, the head of Pollux is really the head of Tefnut. Pollux, which is a Greek figure. Tefnut is the real figure. That's the woman. That represents the mother. Now, when we look at the star Pollux, this is very important. When we look at the star Pollux, now, the star Pollux is 33.8 light years away from the Earth. Now, again, those of you who have little children in our Ancient Astronomy course, not Ancient Astronomy course, pardon me, our homeschool program. We have so many things we are giving out. I mean, sometimes we get mixed up. Our homeschool program, astronomy, those of you who have little children in the homeschool astronomy, call them. Tell them come out the bedroom for a minute and they can tell you about Pollux. Yeah, it's in the constellation of Gemini. It's 33.8 light years away from planet Earth. Its apparent magnitude is positive 1.14. And then we have its location, its coordinates from its right ascension to declination. And of course, we have its radius and its mass. And of course, even its surface temperature. I ain't gonna break down all of that. It's right on the screen. You can read it for yourself. But this is the star, pardon me, the star, not the constellation, the star. The what? The star of Pollux. Now, Pollux is one star. You may say, what's your point? What do you mean it's one star? Of course it's one star. No, not of course it's one star. It's one star. Many of the stars that we look at in the sky are not one stars. The vast majority of these stars that we look at in the night sky, they're either triple system stars like Beta Centauri A. Some of them are binary stars like Antares and of course Sirius. Spica is also a binary star system. But now there is a star system made up of 6 stars. It's called a sextuple star system. This is the star known as Castor. Some people call it Castor A. All right. Now, Castor A, which is the male aspect of Gemini, is the star that appears to be next to Pollux, which is the female aspect of Gemini. Now, Gemini is a big constellation filled with several stars. Let me repeat once again. Pollux represents the head of the woman. So Pollux is her head. Good. Castor represents the head of the man. So Castor is his head. But when you observe Castor on the next level, Castor is not one star. Castor is not 2 stars. Castor is not 3 stars, 4, nor 5. Castor, what we are looking at in the night star as Castor, is made up of 6 stars in the distance. Now I'm going to show you this. Let us look at Castor. Now you're looking at Castor A. But if we start to examine Castor much more deeply, let us take a better look at Castor. In fact, before we start to look at Castor, let us get some information on Castor going forward. Now, as I said, family, this is the constellation or the star in the constellation of Gemini that represents the man. Now you have Castor AA. Then you have Castor AB. Then you have Castor BA. Then you have Castor BB. Then you have Castor CA. Then you have Castor CB. And all of these stars are the one star that you think you are looking at in the night. Now, this is mystic because the feminine aspect of Gemini, which is Pollux, that is one star. So in other words, Tefnut, which is the woman, her head is actually one star. It's one single star. It looks like one star. But now the male aspect, which is Castor, the female is Pollux, Castor is the male. And let me say one more time, their names are not Castor and Pollux. Pollux represents Tefnut, and Castor represents who? Shu. Very good. Shu and Tefnut. Very good. So Shu, which is what they call Castor now today, that star which represents its head, is not just one star. It is 6 stars. I just named them for you. Now let us observe them here. So you have Castor A. When we take a better look, we see Castor C in the distance, and we have Castor AB. Now when we observe more, Castor A, Castor AB, and when we observe Castor C, we can go closer to Castor C, and that will show us now the different stars that make up Castor C. So this is Castor C. Look at Castor C. You see, you have Castor C, A, and then you have Castor CB. Look them here, Castor CA and Castor CB. But the further away you go from Castor CA and Castor CB, it just creates Castor C, because from a distance, it looks like one star, but you don't hear nothing yet. When you start to bring in Castor B, look, Castor B here. This is Castor B. Castor B is made up also of 2 stars. Let us go closer to Castor B. You have Castor BA and Castor BB. Look them there. Castor BA, Castor BB. And then you have Castor C, which is really made up of Castor C A and Castor C B. You get it. But then when we go further and further away, these 2 stars or 2 systems of stars come closer and closer as it appears to Castor A. And then from a further distance of the 33 light years away, 34 also light years away, it creates this glow of one star being Castor. But yes, there is a Castor, Castor AA, but Castor AB, Castor B, B and B, A, and Castor C, A and CB all revolve and orbit around Castor AA. So in other words, when we look up at the Gemini constellation and we're looking at Castor and Pollux, we're looking at the head of the man and the woman. So first of all, you got to get out the 2 boys thing out your head. So when you're looking at Gemini in the night sky, and Gemini is setting right now, when it gets dark and you look in the west, you see Gemini, and Venus is right there next to Gemini, and it is setting. Good. So I'm showing you, when you look at the head of the man, Shu or Castor, you're looking at 6 stars, not 1. But when you look at the head of Pollux, which is Tefnut, the woman, you are actually looking at 1 single star. Now, the heavens declare the glory, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. And I think everyone in the world could agree by now, unless you are part of the queer crew, that there's a difference between a male and a female. And of course, this is not chauvinism, because I'm sure you know this is the tiger's lair, the tiger's nest, and we don't practice that here at all. But what we practice is the truth. What we practice is reality. So there is a difference between male and female. That's one thing I don't hold back on that at all. I'm not in the pretend group. People trying to make everybody be the same. There's a difference. And the heavens even clarify that as it relates to the sequence of stars that make up the head of Castor in relationship to the star, the one star that makes up the head of Pollux, which is Tefnut. Now, for those who are quick to say, so what are you trying to say? The man has 6 stars and the woman have 1. I knew you had to be in the crowd. But what is the power of the 1 star that the woman have? What is the power in comparison to the 6 stars that the male has? All right. Tell you what, make sure you join us this evening in the Tiger's Nest. We're going to be going deeper, and this is why we did this video presentation, so at least you can get a visual idea of where we're going this evening. And I'm telling you, we will definitely be going deep this evening on the Tiger's Nest. So family, you know how to get there. It's Radio Anu, the international flavor, the universal spice. All you got to do is go below this video that you're watching, and the link is in the description. Just press the link and it carries you straight to Radio Anu. In fact, you can go there right now. You don't have to wait until 7 p.m. tonight. I mean, we are already rocking and rolling and moving, you know what I mean, the wicked out of the way on Radio Anu right now. So just tune in and get your belly full of information and your mind full of inspiration. Beautiful. So family, looking forward, 7 p.m. sharp. And remember, if you are not a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest, just subscribe. You know, not to this YouTube channel. You should have subscribed to the YouTube channel already. You haven't? Oh, well, it's easy. Just press the button. But to be a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest program, just email me, let me know, and we will make sure that you never, ever, ever miss another episode of the Tiger's Nest again, even if you are not listening. Beautiful. Family, make sure you enroll yourself in the Ancient Astronomy course. Blessed love. Blessed love, I am the Honorable Priest Isaac. I am an official priest within the realms of Rastafari of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress. I also hold a certification in the craft of ARCHAEOASTRONOMY from Politecnico di Milano in Italy. Our universe and its makeup has always been an intriguing subject for humankind. Astronomy is the study of everything in the universe beyond the Earth's atmosphere. Ancient astronomy is similar, but pays special attention to the physical and spiritual values of stars, planets, moons, and other celestial objects. It also brings in the terrestrial component, being things on an earthly plane, such as plants, human organs, and connects them to the heavenly bodies. In this course, you will learn the makeup of various planets and stars, how to locate them in the night sky, along with their associated constellations. You will also be taught about the earliest civilizations known for their astronomical comprehension, namely Kush, also known as ancient Ethiopia, Kemet, called Egypt today, the Dogons, and the Bozos, as well as the civilization of Sumer. You will also learn about black holes, their nature and origin, as well as how the ancients viewed them. Ancient astronomy is the mother of archaeoastronomy and astrotheology. Both subject areas are covered by the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Sign up today. Visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com for more information.